All that. Hey, Bob. What is geocaching?
Glad you asked there, Wendy. Geocaching is essentially a high-tech treasure hunt. It's an activity that started in the year 2000, so it's about 12 years old now. Basically, what's entailed by geocaching is you find a container, and it could be the size of a huge container or a very small micro container. And using coordinates that you get online and a GPS, basically you go look for it. And the object is to find the geocache. The thrill is really in finding it. Geocaches can contain, several small little tradable items, and they're, you can trade one for another. You can sign their log, and then online there's something called geocaching.com, and you can log every geocache that you find. So it's a good activity. Actually, there are several million now that have been hidden around the world. So basically, wherever you go, you're going to find, there are geocaches around.
Excellent. And what kind of equipment do you need for geocaching?
Well, the good thing about this activity is that you really don't need that much. Essentially, the biggest thing that you will ever need is a GPS. A handheld one is perfect, and what you will do is, actually, you can go online to geocaching.com, and you can search for a geocache that's, any particular area that you want. If you want to find something that's close, you can key in like your own town. And what we'll have on that website is longitude and latitude coordinates. And what you would do is to plug that in to this particular GPS device. They're all different kinds. This is a Garmin Legend H. And what it will do, it will show a map, and then you plug in the longitude, latitude points, and then basically you'll come up to this screen, and it has an arrow that basically points in the direction of where the cache is. Now, it may not exactly be at that point, but that's the other part of this activity, is you have to look for it. And a lot of these are cleverly hid. There's some that just, they just blend into the scenery. You won't even know that it's there until you start feeling around. So some could be obvious, some could not be so obvious. So there's varying degrees of difficulty in them.
Now, what if I don't have a nice GPS like you do? Can I use my smartphone?
You can use your smartphone. There is several apps for that particular geocaching. The one I use is called CGeo. There are several others that are available, and you can plug that in. And the good thing about that app is it will kind of tell you which geocache is closest to where you are. So if you want to go to like a state park, and geocaches could be anywhere. They could be in urban areas. They could be out in the wilderness. I even heard there's one on the space shuttle. So actually on the space station. So they're all over the place. But the ones on Earth, as I said, there are millions that are hidden around. But this application here will show you, how far each of these caches are hidden, and the one we're going to look for today is about 250 yards from here. So it's pretty close to where we are.
Okay, good. Thank you, Bob. I just want to check something.